Okay, of the ultranationals, you could say they are treating us with kid gloves. They allow us to cling to the illusions that our leaders are elected, our government is legitimate, and our financial markets are pristine, unmolested forums of fair exchange. They don't have to stoop to protecting our illusions this way. They are sufficiently powerful that rule by force is a convenient option. The transdimensional physics can be utilized as an instrument of regulatory apparatus. Let me count the ways they can dominate you. The brain and the body are utterly transparent to remote manipulation regardless of distance. They can make you have a massive stroke or a heart attack, perfectly tailored for a coroner's observations. They can design what the coroner concludes what he will find. They can infiltrate individual and group decision-making. Elections and markets are fully transparent and plastic. I believe certain members of Majestic were massaged with this mechanism in order to make them more internally compatible with the secret military command committee. In all circles of power, free will is subject to reform. I've heard about this happening in Russia too, to people in leadership, and I'm sure they do it here. They control the weather, seismic events, volcanism. I'm pretty sure they could scale it up and into mess the asthenosphere. They can control mechanical and all electronic objects. They have time travel, unlimited funding, and insurmountable military power. They truly don't have to strive for legitimacy. Why bother? My suspicion is that certain of the neocon tough guys were fixing to set up a totalitarian regime. I don't know who or what stopped them. We're lucky and don't even know it. This secret power struggle, I hope someday it will come out and somebody will describe it to us. Now, let's visualize what can be done with transdimensional physics to help people. Free energy is just square one. It's a good place to start, and I congratulate Stephen Greer for being so heroic in trying to get this going. Also, we can manufacture things on a whole range of scales at zero cost. I believe including edible foodstuffs. Interstellar transport is zero cost. We can settle other worlds. There's no reason to worry about population growth. Electrogravitics for on-Earth transport is powered by the free energy. I believe these devices and mechanisms, literally the spacecraft, complex mechanisms, including living mechanisms, can be manufactured with these materialization technologies. And eventually, the aliens are going to give us mind power over these manufacturing processes, it just sounds like a fairy tale. Now, the reason corporations buried this information is it makes everything free. The money system simply dissolves in an ocean of infinite supply. Now, here we have a picture of these poor refugees streaming into Europe, the migrants, some of them probably from countries which we have destroyed. And this is unnecessary. With the advanced physics, no more poverty, no more crime, no more jails, no more caste system, no more wars, no scarcity. We move on to a higher level of development. And this isn't a science fiction story, this is real. Now, currently, we are entrapped in this asymptotic distribution curve of wealth. This has been described to me by the aliens as worst case scenario. A tiny little group up here has all the money, and most of the people way out here have nothing. And in order for this apparatus, this setup to be relinquished, the people that we have to convince are the powerful. The powerful and the wealthy have to think that it is in their interests to relinquish this old-fashioned scheme which has bedeviled us for so many centuries. And this is what we have to do. We cannot take them on militarily. The aliens are not going to invade this planet. We have to do this in a cooperative, global movement of awakening and realization.